Once, three sales professionals applied to work for a huge company. As they were all evenly qualified, the interviewer decided to set a sales challenge, and the challenge was to sell the combs to the monks of any temple up in the mountains, and the person who could sell the most would be awarded the job. The interviewer has given 3 days for this challenge. All were very excited and decided to agree on this. After 3 days, all were presented with the results. The interviewer called each candidate. The first candidate said, "I managed to sell one comb." The monk scolded me, saying I was openly mocking them. Disappointed, I gave up and left. But on my way back, I saw a junior monk with an itchy scalp. He was constantly scratching his head. I told him the comb would help him with his scratching, and he bought one comb from me. I saw and asked other monks over there, but did not get enough opportunities to sell the comb. So I was able to sell only one comb. After that, the interviewer called the second candidate. He said his experience and told, "I sold 10 combs." Excited, the interviewer asked, "How did you do it?" Candidate replied, "I observed that the visitors had very messy hair due to the strong winds they faced while walking to the temple. I convinced the monk to give out combs to the visitors so they could tidy themselves up and show greater respect during their worship." The interviewer was impressed by this, so she called the third candidate. The interviewer asked the third candidate, "How many combs did you sell?" He said, "I sold 1,000 combs." The interviewer said, "Wow. How did you do it?" Candidate said, "I went to one of the biggest temples there and thanked the senior master for serving the people and providing a sacred place of worship for them. He was very gracious and said he would like to thank and appreciate his visitors for their support and devotion. I suggested that the best way would be to offer his visitors a memento and the blessing of Buddha. I showed him the wooden combs which I had engraved words of blessings and told him people would use the combs daily and would serve as a constant reminder to do good deeds. He liked the idea and proceeded to order 1,000 combs." The third candidate smiled. "I went back to the temple yesterday to check on the master. He said many visitors told their friends and family about the comb with the Buddha's blessing. Now even more people are visiting every day. Everyone is asking for the comb and giving generous donations too. The temple is more popular than ever, and the master says he will run out of the combs and will need to order more." So friends, what is the learning points in this story? Candidate 1 displayed the most basic level of sales performance, doesn't think out of the box, so with this he meet only personal needs. The monk with the itchy scalp had a personal need, so he sold to him only. He did not struggle much for the sales. Second candidate shows the next level of performance by thinking about how he can improve his sales, anticipating and creating new needs for the prospect. Perhaps the monk doesn't have an obvious need for the comb, but how can it still be beneficial to him? When you can educate the prospect on new possibilities and benefits for his business, you are already outperforming your competitors. We can see the struggle of the second candidates by trying to get sales, by spreading awareness. And finally, the third candidate shows excellent performance by building an ongoing relationship, resulting in repeat sales and referrals to create maximum value. He viewed each prospect not as an individual, but as an opportunity, and also thought of building healthy relationships with contacts and building networks beyond them. He saw each customer as a lifetime client instead of one-time sales. So his perception leads to achieve success compared to others. So, friends, this was the end of the video. I hope you will implement this in your sales and performance. I will come with more such updates and learning, so stay connected and keep learning. Thank you and all the best.